So Robin, over 100 caps for your country, over 50 goals, and captain of the Netherlands.
You said that right, over 50 goals. One in my own goal, huh? So
yeah.
51.
Yeah, over 50.
You knew that,
I gave you, Strikers Union, don't worry, I give you it. We're just going to have a look back at some of your World Cup memories. So the first one, what's your earliest World Cup memory?
That is of the World Cup in '94 in America. I was very young, I was 10. When Gaston Tament scored that long header, it was a cross, he came back and he just headed it from outside the 18-yard box over the goalkeeper. That was my first memory.
They do World Cups big in the States, don't they? We got another World Cup with that.
And as well, of course, we could stay awake for those games even though we were still very young.
Your favourite memory playing in the World Cup?
Favourite memory, during my first World Cup, my first World Cup goal against Ivory Coast was a good free kick, very hard, top corner. Yeah, that's, so much excitement, your first World Cup. I was still very young, I was 21, 22. Now when a moment like that happens, then okay, you put your name there.
Playing in a World Cup is everyone's dream when they're running around the playground. That first World Cup, did it live up to the expectation that you'd had growing up as a kid?
Yeah, definitely. It's just what is very harsh is the moment you lose a match, then everything is over. All the flags, all the excitement within our team, and of course with all the fans in your country, it just stops, boom, because we lost it in the last 16, I think, to Portugal.
The next one, favourite World Cup player of all time?
Diego Maradona.
Easy?
No, not easy, because there are many, many great players, but he really made his mark. He really did some special stuff during the World Cup.
If England go out this World Cup, I'm just going to support Lionel Messi for the rest of the tournament, just so he can do it.
Yeah, hopefully he can win it, then he won it all. But it's like, at one certain stage regarding Messi, they were maybe not really, they were a bit harsh, It was almost like if he would not win the World Cup, then he wouldn't have the same career as Diego. But they're both unique, you can't compare them, it's in different times. Okay, Diego won it and he was amazing, but Messi didn't win the World Cup, but he won the Copa America. So I don't think it's honest for them to compare based just on winning the World Cup or not, that they're both amazing players, but I definitely cheer as well, besides Holland, of course, for Messi.
Next one's a big one, favourite World Cup kit? Is there a standout kit?
I always like to watch the Croatia kit.
With the checks?
Yeah, I like it.
It's nice, it's always got some
it's
good
unique,
details.
Yeah.
It's a shame Nigeria aren't there, because they've always got some good kits as well.
And Cameroon, with the tight shirts,
Now, this World Cup, I have to know, who you backing to win?
Ooh.
It's open. There's not a clear favourite. There's lots of strong
No,
teams.
not really, because it's a very strange one as well, because it's halfway the season. Most teams have 5 days, 7 days, 8 days to prepare. If you compare that to our time, for example, in the World Cup 2014, we had 6 weeks to prepare. And now they have a couple of days. Halfway the season, so I think for everyone it's like a different sensation, for everyone. It's like everyone goes to work and then suddenly you're in a World Cup.
Different, switch the mindset.
Yeah, I think it will be strange for most people, but to win it, I think a lot of countries, teams are hoping that they're lucky with injuries. So I think it depends on that. We have with the national team a couple of players who are coming back from injury. How will they be back? Are they fit? In case they're fit, are they match fit? So it's going to be a strange one this year.
It's not an answer though, Robin.
No, I know.
I need a country.
Yeah, Holland.
Yeah, nice. How do you think this Holland team, this Netherlands team, compared to the teams that you played in?
Totally different. But I do believe that football is totally different. if you compare it to our time, we come from a time that's only, what is it, 10, 12 years ago, where we could play with a false number 10 as a winger. Those days are over with most teams, how they play. They play with fast guys, the fullbacks are runners, they're actually playing almost as attackers, the fullbacks these days. The old school number 10 is history, it's runners. Everything is fast, intensity, and you have to reach your data, otherwise the performance guys are in your neck. So football has changed, you know, and yeah, I sometimes I think back about those days. It's like, isn't there a way to still get that feeling back of playing with 2 or 3 number 10s, but proper number 10s, proper footballers who are making the right choices, where it's not so much down to how many sprint meters they make, and but that is the reality nowadays. That is how football has developed, and if you don't run, you don't play.
But it's going to be a good World Cup.
I hope so. I hope England does well. Yeah. You know, Southgate comes across as a very nice guy, as a good coach, and interesting to see how he deals with when England has to play against a very good side. Interesting to see if he takes the risks or not.